Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Uh, Let us talk mental health. How are you guys doing today? We're going to go through an article I have today on reasons your depression tends to get worse at night. I thought that was an interesting subject. So, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to know about it, you can put them in the comments. And I'm always following the chat since it's just me by myself. So anyways, I will see your comments and we'll chat about it. All right. So what I'm trying to do right now is go to my YouTube, see if that works, and try to watch myself. Okay. Oh, it doesn't take me to my page. There I am, Real Lady Electrician. And I just want to go to my page and okay, here we go. There you are. Volume's down. It's all good. So I can read my article. Okay. So if you're new, welcome. Welcome. Feel free to put anything in the comments you need to put in there. If you don't want to chat, that's fine too. We're not here to judge you or upset you or lord over you about the chat. So I'm going to do some self-care while we're talking about this because I'm feeling yucky today. I really am. I thought about canceling the chat and then I thought, well, that would be silly because you don't feel good, right? This makes me feel good. So, yeah. So here I am. I would put up a notification if I was going to cancel too, just so you know. Hello, Jamie. Hello, my beautiful Jamie. I think Brandy's still here. Hello, Brandy, if you're here. I'm going to do some self-care while we talk about this is the name of the article. Here are some scientific reasons your depression tends to get way worse at night. And I didn't know there was a scientific reason, but it does get worse at night. For me, I know everybody's going to be different. But if you have any thoughts or ideas on that, please feel free to comment. If you're rewatching, ask me anything. I'm open about my mental illness. I don't really hide anything. So the only thing that's off limits would be my husband because he is not wanting to be in a video. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's off limits because I tell everybody all my business. It keeps me accountable. And also I have a big mouth, but I'm not horrible at keeping secrets. I think I'm pretty good at keeping secrets. I don't know. I don't blab anybody's business but my own. Let me say that. If it's my business, I blab it to everybody. Okay. Let's get started with the article. This is from the Mighty, the app. Oop, I know you can't see any of that. Wow, that's bright. That's really bright. Okay. That's the Mighty app. I'm going to turn the brightness down and see if that doesn't help. Let's see if you can see it a little better. Yeah, you can see the Mighty. Yeah, except for the rainbow. Well, the rainbow's kind of pretty. You too, Jamie? Yeah, it's weird how it happens, but they do talk about it in this article, which I'm going to need my glasses for. But first, let me put on my face. Instead of a mask, I have some patches to put on. It's an interesting mask. First, I'm going to do some eye ones, just because my eyes are kind of all tired, and I thought I slept good, but you know, sometimes you think you slept good and then you wake up and you're like, man, I feel like crap. Which does happen. And so my eyes are a little itchy too from the dryness. Did I put this one on backwards? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me dip it back in there. I know this is not Mask Monday. This is just self-care. Self-care is good for any mental health issues you have, because if you take care of yourself, you're more able to help other people, help your kids, help your spouse, your partner, and more, I think you're more in the moment conscious. So I see Jamie. I don't know. I finally turned my, oh, that's awesome. They finally turned on your Boulis thing. I don't know how you say that, but it's a pump thing on 4, my pump. Okay. That is awesome. That's so great to hear. As chronic pain is, oh, these are like papery. I don't, and a lot of perfume. Hey, Frugal Mama. I don't think I would recommend these to anybody. Huh. Flower Power, Rose Stem Cell. This is from Pacifica, but they do have a lot of fragrance in their stuff. But this is rose. And it's just, nah. It's just too much rose. So I'll just have my eye patches on. They feel good. So, all right. I wanted to put the article on the screen, but I don't know how to do that yet. I couldn't add it from slides. Here are some scientific reasons your depression tends to get worse at night. Glasses. Are we ready? Oh. You had a good day. You went out and did things with people you love. You ate great food. You were able to look around at the blue sky and green grass. I miss that. Just for a few more months, though. With gratitude in your spirit, all the while staying present in the moment. It wasn't a good day. It was actually a great day. Then the sky gets dark and the warm feelings from the day you just had slowly disappear. When you were feeling love, now you just feel alone. 4 walls close in around you. You're stuck with every negative thought your brain can conjure up until you go to bed, only for it to routinely happen again the next night and the one after that. Does that sound like anybody, or any questions so far? We're talking today about sleep, or not sleep. We're talking today about depression at nighttime. So, and it says, breaking it down, major depressive disorder, this is what I have, is a mood disorder that can create feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest in things you do genuinely enjoy. That is the basic major depressive disorder definition. Okay. Outside of medication, some of the ways my therapist personally told me to fight my depression was to surround myself with love. That served my highest good, and to find low-grade activities that you can do even when depressed. This works well during the day because I can actually do things, right? Even when I'm depressed, though, that it doesn't matter what day it is, but I do have more symptoms at night, I should say. So let's see. But when it's all said and done, I'm left by myself to my own literal devices, scrolling my phone and television. Okay? According to the research done in 2013, this is an interesting fact. Bright lights, white and blue, keep us awake. We already knew that, right? They tell you to put your phone down before you go into bed, a couple hours. Don't be on your phone to try to go to sleep. Not good. Okay. Jamie says, usually things that bother me all hit me at once when everything is quiet and everyone in the house is sleeping. Yes. Yes. That internal dialogue starts. And that's one of the reasons that my husband and I go to sleep with the TV on. We set the timer so it shuts off. But all those thoughts, if I'm paying attention to the TV, it helps. I know a lot of people don't sleep with the TV, but I do. And when I fall asleep and I'm sleeping and the TV shuts off, I'm fine. I sleep really well. So we only leave it on for an hour or so. And what was I saying, guys? Yeah, the internal dialogue, Jamie, that's what starts to happen when everyone is sleeping. They don't, what's it called? Distract you. There are no distractions. And your brain is just like, what's up? What's up? And telling you bad things about yourself and all that. The internal dialogue, I call it. So, they keep us awake, but also worsen our symptoms of depression. That I did not know. Did anybody here already know that? I did not know that being on your phone will worsen your symptoms of depression. I hope they tell us in the art. I haven't read the whole article. An additional study done in 2009 found the artificial light can disrupt our circadian rhythm, which can also worsen mood disorders. Okay. I knew it could mess up the circadian rhythm, your sleep pattern, but it can also worsen mood disorders. And she says, to think I thought I was finding comfort in my social media scrolling before bed, but in reality, I was hurting myself. That's crazy. Her name is Brittany J, and this is on the Mighty app. Then there are other factors at play. This is what we were just talking about, Jamie. There aren't any distractions to keep your brain busy late at night, especially if everybody's sleeping, And puppy sleeping, no distractions. It says there aren't any distractions to keep your brain busy late at night, which gives you space and time to, I think, to have unsavory thoughts. You're able to play back every negative memory, thought, and interaction that you had that day. Then as a treat, she says sarcastically, you may develop debilitating anxiety about it. Ooh, what a treat. Without healthy coping mechanisms to process your feelings, you're able to just sit and stew in your sadness for hours. Yes, and that's why sometimes it takes hours and hours to get to sleep. Some people will say, I get to sleep fine, but I can't stay asleep. That's when you wake up in the middle of the night and it is quiet. You've slept and you wake up just enough so that you're coherent, and then all the internal dialogue starts. If I'm tired enough, I can go back to sleep, but that happens to me a lot. Like around 5 a.m. for some reason, because I'm sleeping, I'm trying to sleep till 8. So at 5 a.m., it's like, hello, here we are. Here's your depression. How you doing? And calling me this and that and the other. So that's one thing people say. I can't stay asleep. Now I can stay asleep, but I can't always go to sleep. Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Falling asleep for me is harder than staying asleep. So, and then, like I said, I'll sleep. And then if I don't sleep all the way through and I wake up, then that's another issue. But mostly I can't fall asleep with my depression. And that's what it is. That's why we have the TV on. Thank you, Jamie, for dropping my link. Thank you. Yeah, that's why we leave the TV on. He's bipolar and he has, the ups and downs with that. I don't know exactly. I know his diagnosis is bipolar 1, but he has symptoms of anxiety and depression, and then the ups and downs. So, okay. Finally, have you ever heard of chronotypes? Has anybody ever heard of this? I have not. Chronotypes. Chronotypes. Okay. Your sleep patterns and length determine what your chronotype is. You've heard of and probably know people who are early birds, right? My husband, he's an early bird. He gets up 5:30. No matter what time we go to bed, so we go to bed early now so he can get more sleep, but he gets up at 5:30ish every day. And it's usually the dogs or cats waking him up. I sleep right through that stuff. You know. So okay, your sleep patterns and length determine what your chronotype is. He's an early bird, or people who wake up at the crack of dawn and go to sleep early. He wasn't going to sleep early. Now he's going to sleep early. So that's one thing. He was getting very little sleep, and I was concerned about him since I'm home. If I was working, I probably wouldn't have noticed. So I'm home, and I'm like, maybe we need to go to bed early because you're going to get up at 5:30 no matter what time we go to sleep. Is this what old people do? Because I'm feeling like I'm an old person, an old lady. Oh, and the doctor, I went to my doctor Monday, or my new specialist Monday. I got a thing from him about, your weight. What else was it? It was a tons of stuff. And it said your age, your actual age, 77, you guys, from my x-rays. I'm like, oh my goodness. I've been drinking lots of warm water. It helps with so many things. I'm old, which means we need less sleep. He's been like that forever, though. And I think it's part of his bipolar. And I worry about him because when you have less sleep, right, you're not as focused. You have a hard time, focusing and remembering what you need to do. When I don't get good sleep, I'm on the couch, basically. Basically. And, do you want to talk more, Christina, about the warm water? What does it do? Because I drink coffee hot and warm, but my water is really cold. I love cold water. If that helps with any kind of sleep stuff, let us know, Christina, because we need coping mechanism. Sleep. Yes, yes. You feel out of sorts. I know that if you're driving, I've driven sleep deprived, and it's not good. It's not good. When I was working swing shift, 12-hour swing shifts, yeah, very, very bad. So let's see. One of the three chronotypes is early. Oh, that's one of the three chronotypes, early. So that's the early birds. So there are three of these chronotypes. And I have never heard of them before. Warm water is good for. Hi, Lois. How are you doing today? I know that we are getting quite a beautiful cover of the snow. So many benefits. Look up benefits of drinking warm water. Quite a bit of good things. Oh, okay. Okay. So do you just like through the day or at nighttime or? Yeah. So, is it like green tea where you just have a cup of it and it's supposed to help you? Hi, Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Hey, Lady Spellbreaker. Thank you so much. I so love your karaoke. I sing along with you. And I do like One Direction. We only got 1 inch up. Really? Well, that's great, Lois. I hope you don't get a blizzard up there. You guys had a bunch of snow before. They're calling for in Monroe 12 inches between, this morning it started at like maybe 12, 11 or 12ish, and then it's going to go through to tomorrow afternoon. She says, blessings to all you amazing souls. Thank you so much, Lady Spellbreaker. I'm going to be checking out your meditation. I subscribed, so I'm going to get to see that too. I love the singing, though. I love that too. So, Brandy says, hello, Jamie, my gal pal. You do love One Direction? Oh, good. I thought it was the only one of adult age. No, I like that song. I really do. I know and I was older when I found them. Like my niece was maybe 14 or 15 and she was listening to them. And I was like, I really like that song. And so then, the album, I like that whole album. It's coming here right now and tonight, Southern Illinois. Okay, okay, yeah, I'm Southeastern Michigan, so we're supposed to get the brunt of the snow in Michigan, and then it's like it's going, um, like, upper Detroit and stuff, or, over Detroit and stuff is gonna get less, but still a lot of snow, so yep, I seen that Southeast is getting hit hard. Yep. We got the snow shovel. We have an electric snow shovel. We got it ready. My husband's got to work in the morning, and so we are ready to clean the driveway and not have trouble. I mean, they're talking all over the news about be careful shoveling your heart, be careful lifting. That puts more pressure on your heart. If you can just scoot the snow, that's the best way, or pay someone to do it for you. So yeah, we're prepared. All the store shelves are empty, but we did grocery shopping on Friday, so we were prepared already. I left a message like I did here on your live. Lady Spellbreaker says hello, Jamie, Brandy, and Wellness. East Central Illinois. Oh yeah, you're getting it too. You're getting it too. But I know Upper Michigan. That's where Lois is like west, upper west, right there, not in the Upper Peninsula, but upper west there, and they got a good storm just a week or two ago, because I saw the pictures. Yes. So I don't know if the snowstorm is bringing me down, but today I just didn't feel good. I'm not sick. I have eucalyptus going in my bedroom, so my sinuses are very happy about that. I had to order it, and it took a while to get here. Hello, everyone. Working but here. Thank you. Thank you, Frugal Mama. We appreciate you. Um, yeah, so we are ready. We knew it was coming last week. And so we got our groceries. We've got bunches of water and soup and whatever else you might need, toilet paper, paper towels. We're good. So oh, yes. Yes, eucalyptus. That's the only thing my husband will stand as far as aromatherapy. He hates that lavender. I love it. He hates it. So I'm allowed to put it in the bedroom, and it does help us. Because eucalyptus is like an antiviral, antibacterial aromatherapy oil. And so it kills all the yuckies, and then it clears our heads. So when we wake up, because you know how you wake up and you're stuffy? I did that last week. I woke up and I was stuffy, but it just got here 2 days ago. We just got it. It took a while to get it in, you know how supply chain and stuff like that. In case all electrical gets messed up, make sure you have flashlights or candles. Yes, we have candles and we have our flashlight charged. Plus, we have battery flashlights too. We have a big one that it's a flashlight, but it's got all the things on it. It's got like a lantern on it, and it'll flash like on and off and on and off for emergencies. So Lady Spellbreaker says, I have the eucalyptus on the diffuser now. I really think that it is a wonderful, wonderful aromatherapy. And it really does. If you have a cold or anything like that, it helps with viruses, it helps with bacterias, sinus infections. Put that in a diffuser overnight. You will feel a lot better. Now, if you're super severe, I don't know about with the C word. I don't know with that virus if it will work, because I haven't had it, thank God, and neither has my husband. We have family members who have had it though. And the good news is that everyone is still alive. But I have had friends of friends who have passed away from COVID. I'm sure everyone here has. I'm sure. Oh, you did? Oh, I love that smell. I enjoy peppermint too, but it really doesn't have any of the antibacterial, antiviral effects. Peppermint is just something that lifts your mood, I think. And it will clean your sinuses with enough of smelling it, but and he doesn't like the peppermint. It's too strong. It burns his eyes. So he's a big guy, but you know how I don't want to say anything on here to deter any men, but he He's very sensitive. Let me just say that. And I love him. So even as sensitive as he is. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see your chronotype. We talked about the early birds. Okay, in a study performed on this topic, it showed that women who had a late chronotype or were night owls were more likely to be depressed. Who knew? We do have a generator. It didn't work before, so I'll have to look. But yeah, it won't power the whole house. It would do a heater though. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at the generator because the last time the power went out, we couldn't get it to start. And we were supposed to look at it, right? How many people we were supposed to look at it before the weather got bad again? And did we? No, neither one of us. So we'll have to look at that and see if we can get that running before it gets covered with snow because it is outside. So, okay. So I didn't know that women who are late chronotype or night owls were more likely to be depressed. I didn't know that. Did anybody here know that? Because I was not aware of that. I have a propane heater better than nothing. Yes. Yeah. We had one. He uses an electric heater now when he goes in the garage. So he used to use a propane one, but now he uses an electric one. He likes it because it's that big one where you set a thermostat and it doesn't get hot on the outside. You can't burn yourself on it. And it's like a square like this. The top is wood and you can actually put stuff on top of it. It doesn't get hot. And that's what he uses. So when the electricity goes out, yeah. But I think we're ready. If we need to, we could probably go to my mom's, but he's got to work tomorrow. And it's supposed to end tomorrow. And they're on the street cleaning everything. I mean, this side of Michigan was getting ready for it. Like, I think the salt truck already came through and, there isn't a lot of snow yet. And I'm hoping that it doesn't get too bad because I need to run out later and do some errands, just not shopping though, because I know there's nothing out there, but I need to run to the post office. Okay, so I am a night owl. Do we have a lot of night owls in our chat or are you guys early birds? Let's see. I didn't know about night owls, but I agree it's probably true. At the same time, I feel that no one expects anything of me. It's calm in the moment. I enjoy when I'm in a good mood and I'm feeling fine, everything's okay. I like to sit by myself. I like to. It's weird how when it gets dark, I don't know. I'm good all day and then it starts to get dark. And then he can fall asleep really fast. So it takes me a little bit of time. But it takes me a little bit of time, but I don't know. I do sometimes like to sit by myself though. I understand, Christina. I understand. Brandy says she's a night owl. Christina says she's a night owl. Lady Spellbreaker is an early bird and a night owl. Not either. I just have a hard time falling asleep. Okay, Lois. So it doesn't matter what time. You just have a hard time falling asleep. Yeah, I'm trying to become an early bird, but when your nature is to stay up late, because I work afternoons or I was on afternoons and I loved it. That's my prime time, you know? And so, yeah, I'm definitely a night owl because I don't know what they're going to do with me. I did schedule Monday. I scheduled my surgery. I still haven't talked to the lawyer. I'm still going to do that. But Frugal Mama is neither. That's great if you can do that. That really, they call it intermittent in this article. What was I saying? Oh, I scheduled my surgery. So when I go back to work, there's no telling where they're going to put me. They'll do whatever they want. I just hope it'll be afternoons. I hope everything's exactly the same, even though I've been gone for almost a year. Okay, so nighttime activities to help you healthily process your emotions. I journal a lot. I actually sleep with my journal under my pillow. So when I feel myself getting too wound up, I can put the thoughts on the page and keep them there until my melatonin kicks in. Melatonin may be your friend. I do use melatonin. I do. You have to be careful with sleeping aids. You should always tread with caution. Consult a doctor before starting or stopping anything. And I was given trazodone, my sleeping medicine, with melatonin, and they said those two together work really well. Yeah, yeah, I think so, but I haven't talked to the lawyer yet. I scheduled it, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. That could be why I'm feeling crappy today too. I don't know. I didn't do anything yesterday, and yeah, hmm, that might be the doctor. That might be the knee surgery that's giving me anxiety. I'm not sure. Okay, so you have to be careful with sleep aids, but the doctor recommended melatonin with my sleeping medicine. So that's what I do. I do that. But they say be careful. If you use melatonin, you definitely should let your doctor know. Um that being said, okay, it says you should always tread with caution, consult a doctor before starting or stopping anything. That being said, it's very hard for me to naturally find a good sleeping rhythm. Now, since we've been like I set my alarm at 9, I take my medicine and we go to bed about 10:30. As long as we do that, I'm fine. It seems like the structure helps me, and like we were up late last night, maybe, and probably the night before. I just didn't get tired. I think it was because my internal dialogue was going off. So, listen to calming sounds when I go to sleep and take magnesium citrate drink called Calm. You did mention that before, and I haven't tried that. I have some. I need to try that. So maybe tonight I will try that. For relaxation of muscles, I use valerian root tea and calming herbs before bed. All right. I need to find your channel, Spellbreaker. Um, did I give you a wrench lady Spellbreaker so you can drop your link? Jamie, I don't know if you have her. Do you have her link? Can you drop it for me? One trick I've learned is to reduce all stimulation before bed. Christina, we would love to have you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm hoping that that helps too with sleep, the meditation, because I don't do it as much as I should. I know that. So thank you, Jamie. She's on it. She's going to get your link, Lady Spellbreaker. Yes. Okay. So we know you have to be careful with sleeping aids. Check with your doctor, make sure you're all good. That's what I did. My doctor okayed what I'm taking for sleep. I don't like I use trazodone to sleep, but I don't like what's that one they call? The one that makes you get up in the middle of the night and sleepwalk. What's that one? I don't take that, and I don't think I would. Yes, Jamie, thank you. I appreciate you. She's awesome, Jamie is. If you're not subscribed to her, please. I think we all here are, but if you're not, go over there and subscribe. Because there's only 5 of us here. I think we're all subscribed. Okay, sometimes no matter how long I lay in the dark, I still can't get my brain to calm down, which could also be she has ADHD. I don't think so because I don't have ADHD, or I've never been diagnosed with it. So I think that's anxiety, really. Taking a melatonin, playing some music, and keeping the phone across the room knocks me out immediately, which helps keep the negative thoughts at bay. So I think in this situation, a coping mechanism is going to be something that we do to relax us. Sad to say, I take 2 milligrams Ativan 3 times a day. It works very well. Is Ativan's not the sleeping medicine, correct? That's your anxiety medicine. Because I think I've taken that before. It sounds familiar. Mm. And I think when I took it, it was for anxiety, but I'm not positive. I'm not positive. But I'm glad it works well for you, Christina, because sleep is very important to our mental health. If you have a hard time concentrating, when you're tired, it's going to be worse. If you can't focus on a project or keep a thought in your head that's productive, in general, then without sleep, it's going to be worse. Absolutely. Excuse me, it's going to be worse. Okay. Number 3, this is about night owls. Number 3, oh, let's see. Lady Spellbreaker says, I have trauma, so the traits are much like ADD or even overstimulation gives me anxiety, much like autistic people. I understand. Such severe trauma is on the autism level. Yes. Yes, because it's a spectrum. That's why the word spectrum, I like that because that means um, just because I have anxiety, the anxiety spectrum is very different for every person. That's why it's important to listen to someone's story because every story is different. Just my anxiety is not yours. I can tell you how I cope with it. I can share with you the things that I do to make things better, but I can't your story is not mine. All I can do is share my story in hopes that I will help you with yours. I was misdiagnosed all my life. Finally, they got it right with complex PTSD. Yes, I've heard of that too. And that's multiple traumas, I believe. Oh, that's okay, Jamie. That's okay. No worries. I got it. Don't you worry about it. Yes, indeed, it is different levels and triggers. Yes. Everybody has different triggers too. And you're welcome, Lady Spellbreaker. I'm glad you came today. I know you were busy though. I know you got something coming up here in a little while too, a meditation. So let's see. Let's see. No matter how long I lay in the dark. Okay. The next one is for sleeping. Yes, indeed. Okay. Find activities that don't go off artificial light, or even better, that allows your brain to rest. Now, that I don't know, other than meditation. Um, or like Frugal Mama does a reading, she reads at night. I don't know if you're still doing that. I thought I saw that. Wellness with Frugal Mama. I believe every night during the week, she reads a book. I think it's just about an hour, and it is relaxing when I do watch it. I think it comes on at 10, though. I think she's on at 10. It's alive. And she goes from 10 to 11, or is it 11 to 12? I'm not sure. If you're still in here, Frugal Mama, go ahead and give us some information about that. But that's also very calming too. Just, I mean, you're just sitting there, you're watching the chat, she's reading, you can be quiet, you can read with her, all that kind of stuff. So that's nice and calming. And I would think, and I'm going to try the meditation too, Lady Spellbreaker. So activities that don't give off artificial light, or even better, that allow your brain to rest. This is one I struggle with, she says, but having activities that allow my brain to rest is super important. My ex-therapist told me to read a mindless magazine or do some mindful exercises. I'll be honest with you, none of those things really work for me, but I'm hoping to find something soon to serve this purpose. I think that's an awesome 9 to 11. Okay, CST. So for me it's 10 to 12. Okay. Yeah, if you want to check her out, it's very calming, and you'll meet a lot of cool people in her chat. But it is nice. I used to watch, I think when I was at work. I haven't watched in a while because I'm usually in bed by 10. So 10:30. Complex or chronic PTSDs from long-term emotional, verbal, psychological, physical, or unspeakable abuse. PTSD is from a one-time event. Okay, because my nephew was in the war, and he was I don't know what it's called, a mortar or IED went off next to him. So he cannot hear out of one ear, and he has PTSD, not complex PTSD. Good meditation and turn the phone to dark mode. It's easier on your eyes. I do that, but I do try to put it down. The TV, I have a hard time going to sleep. But when I'm watching the TV, I have earplugs in, not really, not like jammed in. I can hear the TV. And sometimes I'll wear a mask at night. And Frugal Mama is amazing. She is, Christine. She is. I have a new channel exclusively for studying. It's great for reading. I did not know that. I'll have to check that out. That sounds awesome, Frugal Mama. So, she has a new channel exclusively for studying. It's great for reading. I bet that's nice and relaxing too. So I would love to, but when you read, the books are on my phone. I have some actual paper books. Study and Thrive with ADHD. This is my new channel. All right. All right, you guys. Check her out. 100% sleep mask helps. Yes, Christina, the sleep mask helps. 100%. And if I can hear the TV, I don't need to see it because that distracts me to watch the TV. So I put it on. I listen to the TV, fall asleep. My earplugs are in because my husband snores really loud when he snores. And so in an emergency, I just, kind of push him in a little further if he's snoring too loud. I can't hear. I wish we could find the link. I'm really not that good at the link thing and everything. And I do want to do that bot thing that you guys do, Frugal Mama. It's awesome. And also Lady Spellbreaker uses it too. She uses it too. I think it's awesome. Okay. So struggling with activities that allow your brain to rest. Because like if you're doing an activity other than reading or meditating, isn't your brain active? Do you know what I mean? I don't know any other activities. Like she said, they didn't help her, but she doesn't have any other ideas. If you guys have any other ideas on things that relax your mind, even during the day, Lady Spellbreaker says, it's a pleasure to meet you all on the same wellness and healing journey. Yes. And we're so glad you're here, Lady Spellbreaker. All of these wonderful people in this chat. Sometimes reading can stimulate people. So like you said, everyone is different, right? Right. Some people just come in to listen to the calming music. Yes. And that does help too. Because if I'm distracted, even if I try to read a book, I will have to read the same paragraph like 5 times. But if the music probably would help me relax a little bit more. So without words. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to check out your other channel, Frugal Mama. I didn't know you had another channel. I knew you hit 1,500. She hit 1,500. Yes. Okay. Let's see. My ex-therapist, blah, blah, to read a mindless magazine. I don't know. But that's a really, really good question, is what helps calm your mind. And it seems like a difficult question to answer with more than just the ones that we're talking about here. Background music without words helps me focus so much when I'm reading and reading out loud. I think, yeah, reading out loud is, I would pay attention more, but I start to read the chapter and then I don't know where my mind goes. This is if I'm having anxiety or depression. Now, sometimes I can read fine with no problems, but I'll start to read a chapter and then the next thing I know, I flip the pages, but I don't know what I read. So I like zone out. So the music in the background might be what I need to keep me focused. So let's see. Getting through the night can be rougher than getting through the day. I know this all too well. My hope is that through the right routines, we can find ways to cope and not be afraid of the external and internal darkness around us. Brittany J. She is awesome. And that's the mighty, you can see it right here. The mighty It's the app. Or no, I'm on the mighty.com. They have the mighty.com and then they have the app. Hi, Leanna. How are you doing today? With your cool blue hair. I haven't seen your latest video to see if you still have it, but I saw that you still had it after the Winter Wonderland. Welcome, Leanna. We're talking about, let me tell you, I read the article, but the main topic is scientific reasons your depression tends to get way worse at night. And I have a second article I'm going to go to. This is from the Mighty. And that site I was trying to remember to tell everybody about the therapist is BetterHelp. Those commercials where people go, he said, and my friend said, oh, just play golf. You'll feel better. And the guy's like, that's not helpful. It's called BetterHelp. BetterHelp. I need to straighten up a little bit here. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys my t-shirt. I went on Amazon. I know this is not it's probably from China. It's okay to not be okay. Mental health awareness. And I wear a 3X and this actually fits me. And it's a blend, so it shouldn't shrink. So I love it. I'm going to start wearing it more often. Let's see. Oopsie. Sorry about that. My dogs go to sleep with Precious Waters music. Oh, so I know for sure that Music Works actually posted a few videos how my meditation music works on my dogs. I'm glad you can read through my typos. No problem. I'm the same way. Typos. Yeah. Typos annoying. Because you'll write a word and then what they fix it for, the type, when you fix it, it's sometimes not good what they change your words to. Dropping some love over here, Jamie. Yes, it's really cute, isn't it? It's okay to not be. There were a bunch on Amazon. This is just it's not embroidered. It's the the stuff. And I don't think it feels nice. I don't think it will. I got another shirt from Amazon. It was only $10, but it peeled. So it was Be Kind and it was yellow. I loved it. But when you wash it, all the Be Kind came off. So I'm hoping this doesn't do that. I'm good. Yes, hair is still blue. LOL. It looks really good on you, though. Leanna, it looks good on you. And your look was awesome, too. I know you had some technical difficulties. It makes me so happy to see channels talking about mental health. Thank you, Leanna. And I love it. I love coming in here and talking to my friends about my craziness. And I don't mind the word crazy. I know some people do, but I don't mind it because I like that t-shirt that says, I'm the crazy aunt nobody talks about. I don't have it, but I like it. Oh, so thank you, Leanna. So many people hide that they have a few little issues, make a person not feel so alone. I agree. And I always get looks when I talk about my mental health at work, or I talk about my meds at work. I always get, well, because I work with a bunch of old guys and some young guys, but they act like the old guys. So I agree, Christina and Leanna. This is my therapy. I have gone through some stuff on this live and have worked it out. Like I finally did. Was it last weekend or 2 weekends ago? I finally called the lawyer. He left me. We're playing phone tag right now. And I called the specialist. I got into the specialist. I go to my regular doctor on Monday. And we'll talk about some other issues too. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate this into my videos. Makeup and mental health. I like the title, Makeup and Mental Health. I like it. How to incorporate it. You know what, Leanna? You are awesome at defining things. Remember when you did the 12 days of Christmas? When you said what each day meant and stuff like that? I think you're awesome at that. Maybe just talking about any different thing, any type of a different thing you can talk about. I'm trying to words are hard. I'm trying to think, like say one time you talk about depression, the definition, and I don't know how long you want the videos to be, but I think that you are awesome at that. I loved your 12 days of Christmas. I so appreciate you, Crystal. I look forward to your lives. Thank you, Christina. I do too. I do too. But like I said today, I just felt bleh. So I did a mask. And I'm feeling nice and moisturized right here. I did put some toner on, and now I'm going to do some moisturizer. So I do have another article. What time do we have? 2:30. Yeah, I'm going to go to the other article. It's from the Better Health website. So it's called Why Do I Get Depressed at Night and What Can I Do About It? Now, I haven't read this whole article either, so it would be nice if there was some more stuff in there we could talk about. Okay, so we're talking about sleep and depression today. And this is called BetterHelp. This is that online therapy that they have available now where you can just find your therapist online and talk to them online. So why do I get depressed at night and what can I do about it? BetterHelp. Let's see. I probably should turn that one off, but then I look dark. But if you look in the I'm sorry, you guys, I'm blinding you. I didn't make copies of these because I couldn't figure out how to get them on I wanted to put the whole article on my slide and I didn't. Yes, the feedback on the videos. Yes, awesome. This is my kitty Tilk. He's a pain in my patootie. Oh, I think the more of us that talk about it, I think the stigma is real. It is. And I've seen it. I just ignore it. You know, if I want to talk about my depression, I'm going to talk about it. If you don't like it, you can leave. Yes, my little spirit animal, my little snuggle buddy. He's my snuggle buddy. Are you doing the online help, Crystal? No, my sister and my mom do the online. I prefer in person. Therapists. I have a therapist in person, but I do enjoy doing these lives help me a lot too. So I do have a psychiatrist as well. Come on, what are you doing? He likes to put his butt in the camera. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Stop. He is here for me, but now he's being a pain in my butt. What are you doing? This is not fun. This is not fun. No, it is not. We need to get down or something. Okay, sorry about that. He is here for me, but he really likes it when I'm busy. He really likes to bug me. And they have you know how like at the end of winter, like it's February, your animals get all like, I want to go out. I want to go out. But then they see the snow and the rain and they're like, I can't go out. It's your fault, human. Why can't I go out? So yeah, Leanna, I do know people that do it, but I prefer in person. And I do have a therapist. Her name is Bonnie, and a psychiatrist that I go to. My sister and my mom just go to therapists. And my mom will go one time and say, "Oh, I'm fine." I'm like, no. They like us, we hate it. Yeah. I like the in-person too. I've always dreamed of starting a support group. That is what you are doing with your lives, a support group, somewhere people can come and chat and feel safe. Thank you, Leanna. I never thought of it like that. Thank you so much. I I would love to be able to go to a support group in person, but in my city we don't have what I need. We have a lot of AA and NA, but I need a CA, and I do want to do a live on the anonymouses so we can talk about all the names and some and put some stuff in there that you guys can use for reference. But and Christina says, yes, I agree. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate all of you. I do. I really do. So, if I can't come out of it, then I call my therapist. And I didn't call her the last time I was talking because we talked it out and I actually went ahead and did. It made me accountable, basically. You guys make me accountable. And I love that because that's why I tell everybody what's wrong with me because I want to be accountable. I want you to know that I can get really sad and I can get mean if I'm really depressed and angry and hurt. I don't want to be around anyone. And the only person that really can do that to me is my family. So I've been thinking about the AC doing an ACA in my city. If I go back to work, I won't have time. But when I retire, I absolutely would be doing something like that because I thought I'd work at Starbucks, but not if I gotta get my knees replaced. So oh, you're in the car? No worries, Jamie. No worries. You're heading to Walmart. I hope that you have lots of stuff in your stores because we are out. I have to go, loves. Have the most blessed and beautiful journey. Thank you so much, Crystal. Thank you, Lady Free Flow. Have a great day. Have a great day. Oh, and also today at 4 is the Mamas Live. They'll be talking about some awesome topic because they always have a really good topic. They're nice to go. I don't know if you've ever been to one of their lives, Leanna, but the topics are usually really good. Um, when I'm in that mode, I hide, shut down. Right now, only talking. Yeah. Yeah. And that mode is so hard to get out of. But like I said, I came here. I told everybody what was going on. You guys were really supportive. My husband's supportive too. And I made myself accountable. I went and did that. So um study and thrive. That's Frugal Mama. And she says, take care, lady. My dogs and my YouTube family. Leanna says, who is it? Oh, Frugal Mama and Busy Mama. One Busy Mama. Do you know who they are? We love you, Christine. You know that. Yes. Now, Bethany is Frugal Mama and no, Bethany is Busy Mama and Frugal Mama is, this is why I don't say her name because I'm going to mess it up. Tashira? Tashira? Tell me if that's wrong, Frugal Mama. Tashira. I don't say your name because I don't know how to say it. Oh, that is who has the lives. Yes. Yes. They have a live at 4 o'clock today where they're both on there and they're awesome together and they always cover really sometimes really fun topics and sometimes deep topics, and always something that's helpful, always. Thank you all of you take care. Have a good day, Lady Free Flow. Yes, Christina, we love you. Okay, so should I go ahead and move on with the BetterHelp article? I do need to turn it up because I have trouble reading it. So, why do I get depressed at night and what can I do about it? Is nighttime depression real? Yes, it is real. I'm having an identity crisis. My name is actually Heather. You've told me that before, but I just go by what you put in your chat there because it's easier for me. I'm really bad with names. I'm bad. And like I said, if Frugal Mama's here, I don't know if I said her name right. Shira. Bethany knows how to say it, but I try to copy her and I can't. Tashara. I'm not sure. That's why I just call her Frugal Mama. Because I'm horrible at pronouncing names. Horrible. Jamie says, nice to meet you, Heather. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Many people feel they're only depressed at night and fine during the day. The thing about depression, though, is that it isn't something that happens to you just at night. Your feelings of depression might be worse at night, but if you have depression, it's probably affecting you in some way during daytime hours too. Here are some of the symptoms that could indicate that your feelings of depression may actually be clinical depression. You almost got it. I'll have to listen to Bethany today. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. So, oh, Lady Free Flow says she's terrible with short-term memory too. Yeah. Especially if I'm not taking my medicine, I'm not focusing, but I took it this morning, so I'm pretty good so far. Um this depression at nighttime, this brings a story to my mind, my story, that at night, but I knew I was depressed during the day because I was working at a horrible, horrible place. Dirty, filthy, not a good culture there, all that stuff. I would get I would want to go to bed, and what I began doing, this is why I had to go to rehab, is I was taking my medicines. My psychiatrist gave me a benzodiazepine, Klonopin, and I was so depressed, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have good coping mechanisms until I actually went to rehab. And what I was doing was I wasn't eating dinner, but I was drinking like 2 bottles of wine a night, which can get expensive, you know? But then I would go to work and I'd be so tired. I couldn't figure out why I was so tired. I was freaking hungover. I didn't even realize I was hungover. That's why. And so a cycle began. I already hated it. Um, and so a cycle began. And then to get my mind right and my body right and everything, I did have to go to rehab because I got to the point where I didn't know what to do. And I was just, this is the severe depression. I was just crying all the time. I was sitting on the couch. I wasn't saying anything. My husband would leave for work. He'd come home and I would still be in the same spot, all that. So, that was to try to sleep. That was what that was, to try to sleep. And it never worked. It never worked. So, and that was at night. That was a nighttime activity that I did alone in my house. And I was ashamed of it, but I did do it. So, it's something that I need to talk about. That was a coping mechanism I used. I'm not like I said, the AA or the NA wasn't for me. It was the ACA that I needed. So, let's see. I have to run. Just wanted to stop in and show my love and support. Thank you, Leanna. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. So many levels of depression, too. I can't leave yet. LOL. I struggled with suicidal depression most of my life. My cousin deals with that a lot, too. She won't talk about it, though. I tell her all my stuff. I'm like, you don't have to worry about me laughing at you, but she really, really has it really difficult, and she just doesn't want to talk about it. So, um, hadn't felt that way in a long time until my baby went to heaven. Yeah, Lady Free Flow. That's understandable. I'm so sorry for your loss, Heather. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie's so sweet. And oh yes, I am grateful recovering alcoholic and addict. Used to drink myself to sleep too. Thank you for sharing. Yes. That's when I was raised, that's what you did to cope. You drank. My dad would come home and immediately start drinking a beer. Immediately. And that was one thing we always had in the house. It was generic, but it was always in the house. So, that was my coping mechanism. Nobody talked about anything. Nobody went to therapy. Nobody went to a psychiatrist. Barely even went to the doctor because in the 80s, you know, the insurance wasn't as good as it is now. And my parents were not good with money. So that's where a lot of my not being good with money comes from. We'll talk about that too, I'm sure. Oh, Lady Free Flow says, thank you for so much, Jamie. I'm still recovering from shock. It's been over a year. If I didn't have my coping skills, I would be lost. Yes, absolutely. And I love that you do the meditation. I love that. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out and hoping that, and I know that it's helping you. I'm hoping that it will help me as well. So, do you know what adult children of alcoholics is? My dad is still, yeah, that's ACA. That's what I'm talking about. I'm an adult child of an alcoholic. Yeah. So AA, I used alcohol to cope, but uh I'm not addicted to alcohol or narcotics. But the Klonopin my doctor issued me with the drinking that I was doing and not telling him, those two together is a lethal alcohol and benzodiazepine is can cause seizures. It's lethal. When I went to rehab, I was talking about the alcohol and they were like, but the Klonopin. And I'm like, what about it? My doctor, gives it to me. And they're like, you can't have those together. It can cause seizures. And so I actually went through a withdrawal period where I didn't take the benzos, and the alcohol wasn't that big of an issue for me, but I had the shakes, and they kept me on, I can't remember what it was, but it was just for like 3 days to detox. I actually had to detox. I didn't know I was going to have to do that. So I learned a lot in rehab, you guys. I mean, if you don't need it, I don't recommend it, but I learned so much and it was all for the better. I really wanted to leave that place though. I hated being there for how long I was there. So let's see. Um, I lost my soulmate 4 years ago when he got into an argument with his ex-wife and the cops found his body. It feels like yesterday. See, that kind of stuff, it's not going to go away. And I don't think you want to not remember those people, right? You still want to remember those people. Feels like yesterday I was in a dark place for a long time. And Lady Free Flow was sharing some of her story about her son and about her angel. I'll say that. That's better. And it's it's a story that people need to hear, I think, Lady Free Flow, because um they need to know that that can happen. So, hey, Mr. J, how are you doing today? I saw your video yesterday. I wanted to make sure you were doing okay. I was hoping you would come today. Um, Christina says, grief is horrible. I think it will never go away. We have to learn to carry it. We have to work through it. And it's hard sometimes to do that. Like I wasn't close to my dad. And when he passed away, I went through a lot of anxiety. And I'm like, what is this from? And and the therapist is like, anything big happened lately? Have you lost anyone? And I'm like, my dad, but we weren't close. And she's like, that's what's bothering you. So, but the grief, it doesn't go away, but I think we can live with, like you said, live with it and cope. We can cope with it. We can be in a better place with it. We don't have to always be sad about it. Um, your feelings will change in time. And I know you've probably already heard all this. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Go on, get up there. Get up on there. Okay. Your butt is in the video again. You just don't understand. I'm sure I'll get a strike for cat butt. You guys think I'll get a strike for cat butt? um, yes, we have to learn to live with it. Let's see. Christina, and it is horrible. It is debilitating. Grief can be. And if you don't deal with it, you know how they say the stages of grief. I don't know all the stages, but I know anger is one that I definitely went through with my dad. And yeah, yeah. You get through it the best you can, and you live your life the best you can, and you live in honor of that person, to tell their story or to tell your story, or just to, like Lady Free Flow's angel. Christina, maybe if you gave your grief a name, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but we'll definitely do a live about grief. But I don't have any articles about it, so I know nothing other than I went through the anger stage. I definitely did. You told me about that, Crystal, adult children of alcoholics. Yes, ACA. I don't have any of those in my area, and I would love it if there was one here. I would love it because I know in my town, county, we weren't the only ones who dealt with that. I'm sure there were plenty of people who did, and they don't realize that, or they're going to AA and they're not they're not getting what they need. So let's see. Where am I at? I'm sorry, guys. I lost you in the chat. And now I'm having trouble finding. Yes. Okay. She says, yes, there are such dangers with my particular circumstances. I say my angel too. Yes. Mr. J says he's good. Okay. I'm glad you're good, Mr. J. I saw your tribute and I thought it was beautiful. And I didn't know her, but I think she would have loved it. So I think that's awesome. Sending abundant healing and love to anyone hurting or grieving and healing the best way they can. Jamie says, I know Crystal feels the same. I'm speaking for you. You know me so well. So if you ever need someone to talk to, we're here. If you ever need someone to talk to. Yes. Lady Free Flow, cat butt strikes. I know. It's like nudity for my cat. We got to laugh sometimes too, right, guys? We got to laugh. I live day to day. It's severe hard. I kind of don't care. Christina, if that's what you have to do, if that's how you get through, then you'll get through. We're here for you and we want you to get through it. We can't bring you through it, but maybe with the stuff that we talk about here, we can help you through it. And getting to know other people like Lady Free Flow. And new comments. Okay. That went too far. Okay. Lois says, been listening, but making snack for granddaughter. Oh, how is she doing? She's a cutie. I loved when my granddaughter was that age. I miss that. She's like 14 now, a teenager. Ugh. You know. She says, Lady Free Flow says, there are 5 stages but broken down, I have the 7 stages of grief I brought to my psychotherapist. Anger is one I struggle with still. Yes. I saw Marie Osmond have a meltdown live with a trigger out of the blue. No, I can escape grief. No, I can't escape grief. Sorry, I changed the subject again. No worries, Christina. I didn't see that happen with Marie Osmond. Is that recent? Did she talk about anything? Go into detail about how she was feeling and stuff? I would love to see that if it's still available to watch. You are so welcome, Jamie. I met you here once before, maybe under Lady Spellbreaker name. I just wish the volume wasn't messed up. Oh, Mr. J, that's hard. That's hard too. It's probably, and I think you use your phone. I'm not sure how the microphone on your phone is. It may not be good for that. But I was still able to hear, and I still was able to watch. Christina, Mr. J, which chat are you in, Mr. J? Oh, my dog started barking. He's going to have to be okay for a minute. Let's go to YouTube. We're going to go to the YouTubes. Let's go to YouTube. We're going to go to the YouTubes. Do you hear me? He's in Jamie's chat, Christina. He's in Jamie's chat. Grief is a good topic, and I'm so pleased to meet you here. So blessed to meet another amazing souls on the same healing journey. Mr. J says, she's definitely a good friend. You would have liked Ruth. I probably would have, Mr. J. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I believe we met a few times. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah. Can't wait to get to know you better. I had a sobbing breakdown during oracles last night. It can't be controlled or stopped. No. Grief comes. When it comes, you can't stop it. I mean, when you get the waves, I don't know. I think people who have had grief understand what I'm talking about. You just be, maybe washing the dishes, maybe cleaning, and then all of a sudden it just hits you like a ton of bricks, just heavy. And the tears come and there's no stopping it. You just have to kind of go through it. You have to go through it and feel it. And Sometimes that can be very, very difficult, but I do understand that part. Yes, she did. They asked her, should we stop? She said no, and she did talk a little. She was on Drew Barrymore's show. Oh, that is very recent. So I'll look that up and see if I can find her. Hey, Granny T, how are you doing? That's Tammy. Everybody, if you don't know Granny T, she is awesome. She is that's her channel, Life with Granny T. She has some grandkids she has on there a lot, and her daughter, and she's a very spiritual woman. She does readings and she does affirmations, which I love. I like to say the affirmations with her. And yeah, Christina said, hi, Tammy. Yes, I had full-blown panic attack and nervous breakdown at Walmart looking at cards. I had to stop going to the store because I can't breathe with a mask. Okay. Okay. I understand that. Yeah, the cards could touch your heart, I'm sure. Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with Tammy, Granny T, give her a look up when we get done here. And she's a great woman. Great. She's been through some stuff too. I know. If you watch some of her older videos, she talks about that in there. So I highly recommend that. Checking out. Go back. I've known her, I think, for over a year. My year was in June last year. So it's almost 2 years, I think, I've known Granny T. So welcome. We are talking about, let's see, we have like 15 minutes left. And we've been talking today about how your depression can get worse at nighttime and just some of the things that we're talking about, coping mechanisms, how to deal with that and how not to deal with that, things that I've done in the past that are definitely not okay. Let's see. Why you might feel depressed at nighttime. Oh, that's awesome. Christina, that's awesome. Why you might feel depressed at night. There are many reasons you might feel depressed during the nighttime hours. Often addressing these issues can help you avoid clinical depression or overcome it more quickly if you already have it. Here are some of the problems behind nighttime depression and some suggestions on how to resolve them. Exposure to light at night. We talked about that one already. Being exposed to light can increase depression, which I did not know. So you got to put your phones away. They say not to have your TV on, but I have to watch my TV. I know we've already talked about this. I love the TV on. So solutions for dealing with exposure to light at night. Don't leave a night light on all night. Reduce artificial light from outside. Oh, if there's light coming. We have the darkening curtains in our bedroom. Do you guys have those? The room darkening curtains, and then they're kind of insulated and they kind of keep the cold air out too. Avoid screen time before bed, about an hour. Turn off your devices, including tablet, TV, and your phone. Now, my phone, I absolutely do that with, an iPad, nothing, but I do watch TV. And I don't know how not to. Cover bright clocks. If you have a clock on your nightstand, be sure its illuminating face or numerals aren't creating too much light. If you need to, you can cover up the face of the clock with a dark cloth while you're trying to sleep. I turn my clock away. This is another thing that I learned in rehab, that I turn the clock away so I don't know what time it is, because when you wake up and you see the time, sometimes you're like, okay, it's only 3:00. I have 4 hours to sleep. And then you don't go to sleep because you keep, yep. My room is black on the sunniest days. Christina says, is it because you have the curtains, or is it the depression? Everything is black. The walls are black and all that. Yes, I have to have these curtains. Yes. Yes. They are awesome. I got them originally when I was on swing shift, but for just every day, I think they're great. They're great for every day. Granny T says, seems I missed a lot. Definitely going to rewatch this. I'm surrounded by my daughter's pictures, and I have to keep a nightlight on for grandchildren. Hey, Bootsy. Right, Tammy? There's just some stuff that comforts us, like the TV on. I think because when we were little, I wasn't allowed to have the TV on. I was one of those kids that I think I had anxiety already. I couldn't sleep. Like I would be up late. I was a night owl, and then in the morning for school, I was like, uh, okay, I didn't do well in school because of that. How are you doing today, Julie? How are you? I still need to get your information so I can send you your gift card. I will try to remember to contact you on Instagram. I need dark for calming. Yes, Christina. Yes, it does help. I know if your room is too bright, it can affect you. I keep the lights low because my walls are really bright. I need to paint it. But what was I saying? It helps to calm. That's why I use the sleep mask sometimes, because if I'm having trouble sleeping and it's bright in there, I use that sleep mask that we talked about earlier. So Julie won our slumber party. Was it slumber party? Oh, trivia, slumber party trivia. She won, and I am sending her an Amazon gift card, a $15 Amazon gift card. Good working. I contact you. I think I did on Instagram. Okay. You know what? I'm going to check real quick before we leave. We got 10 more minutes. And see, I don't think I was able to, I don't see it. Is it Bootsy on the Beat on Instagram too? Because you know what? It might be in the Crystal and Keith one. I have two Instagrams. I have my personal one and I have my Real Lady Electrician. I'll try to find you on Instagram. Yes. Yes, let's connect. Let's connect. Let's see. So where's my Grinch? Nope. It's Real Lady Electrician. I think it's all one word. Yeah, Real Lady Electrician, one word. I don't see it. Julie, I don't see it. So ED316. Okay. Okay. So that's her at EADY. I'm really bad at spelling too, 316. I'm really good at math, but I'm really bad at spelling. There you are, Julie Edie. There you are. Okay. I'm just going to give you a wave, and then that'll start the conversation. You'll see where you can get a hold of me. Okay. Yeah, Christina, all you got to do is put that in the search, ED316, and she'll come up. Bootsy, Miss Bootsy is her nickname, and Julie is her name, but she is so funny. So funny. The hater hotline, I can't talk about it enough. I love it. I love the hater hotline. And the Mask Monday when they called about your husband, that was good. That was really funny. So, okay, we're nearing the end. If you guys have any questions about sleep and depression, or if you want to chat, just Real Lady Electrician, one word on Instagram, or you can always go in the comments after this video if you want to do that. Yes, if you need to laugh, go watch her. She will make you laugh. Yes. Yes. I agree, Christina. Yes. Let's see. So, I think that is it for our subject today. Nighttime and depression. Nighttime and depression. We let's see. I don't have anything like quirky to say, a catchphrase or anything like that. I just one day at a time, and it's okay to not be okay. I think that's my favorite saying. And also, what is that called? When people assume things about you, stigma. Stigma hurts. Stigma can hurt you. So, okay. It's 2:55. I think I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, if you need to, you can get me in the comments or come into my Instagram or my email that should be under some of my videos. I don't always remember to put it. Thanks, Crystal. I so enjoy. Hold on for one more day. Yes, that's all we can ask of ourselves. We're only human, one day at a time. And Tammy says, I like that it's okay to not be okay. I saw this and I was like, I gotta get that. I do. And it wasn't expensive. So, and I'm gonna wash it before I recommend it and see if it shrinks. Have a blessed day, Lois. Have a blessed day. So thank you everybody for coming to the live. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me talk and helping me through it. And yeah, everybody have a great day today. And I will talk to you later. Bye everybody. Bye.